Milford's annual Oyster Festival kicks off this weekend. It's the place to be if you love oysters. Now, joining me in the kitchen this morning is Festival Vice President Jay Pinto and oyster chef Rich Chesterton. Good morning.
Good morning.
So excited to have you guys here.
Thank you.
I was just telling the both of them there are several people in the newsroom who love oysters, so I know that they'll be glad and waiting for these to be out in the newsroom once we wrap up this segment. First up, we want to talk about some changes to the festival before we dip into the food.
Yeah,
so
sure.
tell us what's going on.
Yeah, so this coming weekend is the Oyster Festival down in Milford in Fowler Field, August 15th and 16th, Friday and Saturday from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. What's different this year is it will be just contained within Fowler Field. There'll be some events on the green that another group is doing to handle arts and crafts and all the things that people are used to. But our event is in Fowler Field from 5 to 10 p.m. Friday to Saturday. Music, food, beer, wine, of course live music, and oysters. So a very similar format that we've done before, just in the evening, both nights.
Nice, nice. Now, take note of those changes going on this year. Okay, so what do we, obviously we have oysters.
Yes.
But we have different versions. So what are we cooking up?
Well, I brought the classic favorite for the Oyster Festival, which is the raw oysters, which is what is served at the Oyster Festival. There's no cooked oyster option.
Okay.
But after I was here last year, and those were such a hit, so I decided to come with a little something different. These just came out of the oven, so they are a little warm.
All right.
These are basically baked oysters. Very simple to make. Cooking oysters is really nice because they come in their own pan. So you can put them in the oven. I typically grill them. So I'll shuck them like that so they're raw, and I'll just put them right on the grill. And then top it with a butter sauce of some kind.
Okay.
For these, I use kind of a garlic butter sauce that has, it's butter, garlic, an Italian seasoning or an herb de Provence, some type of Cajun seasoning or Creole seasoning, depending on what type of spiciness you want to it, a couple dashes of Worcestershire sauce, and then once they're fully cooked, you just top it with a little bit of cheese of your choice, a little Parmesan or something nice, and eat them. And they are delicious.
Awesome.
I'll invite Jay to try one because I know
I get to be the lucky guy.
you're a big oyster
I
fan.
can pick anyone I want.
Sure.
All right, perfect. Oh, they are nice.
I'll try one of those too.
Perfect.
Nice and warm.
Yes.
Now, do you guys, do oyster lovers say anything before, you know, eating bottoms up or what? Is there a saying?
No.
No?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Typically,
Good enough.
Typically, no. Enjoy, Santé.
Enjoy. Okay.
Yep, like when you're drinking.
Yeah.
And maybe have a beer in the other hand too.
Yes.
Okay,
Those
sounds
are delicious.
good.
Those are delicious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Now, just speak to, you know, the importance of this festival and what do you think keeps people coming back?
Yeah, it's just a special event. You know, being in the downtown Milford area, it's a great downtown anyways with, you know, a lot of restaurants, a lot of great businesses and shops, and people just love to come down to the coastal end of Connecticut and enjoy the shoreline. And, you know, the Oyster Festival represents the important history that the oyster industry had in Milford. And so we celebrate that through an event that really showcases all of the other local nonprofit and civic and for-profit businesses so that people can understand what's here in Milford and enjoy it during the day.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, now we do have to head out, but really quickly, where can people go to find out more information and keep up with what's coming next year?
Absolutely. So website's very easy, milfordoysterfestival.com, or look us up on the Facebook under the same name, or Instagram, same name.
All right, sounds
Great.
good.
Great.
Great.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
And I hope you guys have a great turnout.
Thank you.
We will.
We will.